What happens when an HOA Karen calls the cops on her neighbor, without realizing her neighbor is the chief of police? In Willowbrook Estates, every lawn was perfect, every mailbox the same, and every resident lived under the rule of Brenda, the HOA president. She loved nothing more than marching around with her clipboard and bossing people into submission. When Marcus and Sarah moved in, Brenda saw fresh targets. What she didn't know was that Sarah had just been promoted to county police chief. But Sarah wasn't flashy about her title. She kept it quiet, just doing her job. One morning, while Sarah was in a meeting with the mayor and the district attorney, Brenda came knocking. When Sarah didn't answer, Brenda's entitlement went into overdrive. She called 911, reporting her own neighbor as suspicious for not opening the door. Officer Rodriguez arrived, expecting a petty dispute, until Sarah opened the door. His face dropped. This wasn't just a resident. This was his new boss. Behind him, Brenda stood smug, waiting to see Sarah put in her place. Instead, Sarah calmly introduced herself. "Hi, Brenda, I'm Sarah Johnson, your neighbor, and the county's new chief of police." Brenda's face drained of color. Sarah gave her two choices: apologize or face charges for misuse of emergency services. Brenda chose to apologize faster than you can say HOA violation. From that day on, she never bothered Sarah again. And that's the story of how an HOA tyrant learned the hard way. You never know who your neighbor really is. Sometimes karma lives right next door with a badge.